In this video, I'll give you 10 red flags that your Filipina is cheating on you. No doubt it can be very difficult to know, especially when in a long distance relationship, if your Filipina is being straight up honest with you, or if she has a man on the side. This is something that many men who are in love with their Filipina don't want to consider. But being blind to the signs will only lead to trouble later on. So arming yourself with the knowledge of what to look out for when a Filipina may be cheating on you is vital. And certainly there's nothing wrong with being a little cautious. And if she isn't cheating on you, then no harm done. So to find out the 10 red flags that your Filipina is cheating on you, be sure to buckle up and stay with me here. Just quickly, if you're dating a Filipina and are looking for peace of mind whether she's genuine or not, then why not check out my friends at Love Guardians, who are experts on cybersecurity with a detective on the ground in the Philippines. Love Guardians will run many checks to give you a solid idea one way or the other. So be sure to check out my affiliate link in the pinned comment and description. Now, we all want to trust the person that we're in a relationship with, especially if you're in love with that person. But trust must be built over time, and giving full trust blindly will only lead to disaster later on. That's why they say you need to build a relationship, because it's not instantaneous. You can be sure that any relationship and trust are built up or down depending on one's actions over a period of time. And you can be very sure it's the actions and not words that one needs to pay attention to. The 10 red flags that I'm going to give you here are all very good signs that your Filipina is cheating on you, or at the very least is not into you in any way, apart from possibly your money. So let's get right into the 10 red flags in no particular order of importance. Red flag number 1 is when she's acting a bit off or a little bit different to normal. And your gut feeling is telling you that something isn't quite right with her. Maybe she just doesn't seem as interested in you anymore when you guys are chatting, or seems rather preoccupied, and her focus certainly isn't on you. You may have noticed that she's now suddenly exercising far more often, or that she has changed her hairstyle and is dressing far differently. Now, this of course may be all for your benefit, but there's a way to know for sure. And that is by watching closely her body language. If she's changed the way she dresses and her hairstyle just for you, then her body language will mirror that. In other words, she'll be paying full attention to you when chatting, and you will be her only concern at that time. She'll be looking at you when chatting and smiling in a natural and not forced way. And she'll be hanging on your every word. But if she's constantly looking rather disinterested, then you'll have your answer. Red flag number 2 is when she starts to ignore your messages, video calls, emails, and phone messages. Now, if a Filipina is doing this, it shouldn't take a genius to work out what's going on here. When your Filipina disregards all your attempts to make contact with her, the reason is very plain and simple. This is especially so in long-distance relationships where communication is absolute key in keeping the relationship moving forward. So you can be sure that if you're experiencing this with your Filipina, then it's highly likely that she's cheating on you, and whether you choose to see the truth is up to you. Red flag number 3 is when she still has multiple active social media accounts. Now, it's rather normal for a single Filipina to have several active social media accounts because Filipinos in general love social media. And when a Filipina is searching for a partner, she may go all out on many different social sites or dating sites to see if she can find the man of her dreams. But after the two of you are considered as being exclusive to each other, one would naturally expect that those dating sites and Facebook dating groups would be closed down or at the very least not visited by your Filipina. And you can be very sure that if you find she's been visiting those sites, she has one thing on her mind, and that is she's either contemplating cheating on you or she's already cheating on you. Make no mistake and see this as a clear warning sign. Red flag number 4 is when she's unavailable for weeks at a time. Now I can assure you that I've heard many guys tell me about this exact thing, and I totally believe when this happens, there is only one reason for it. And that is, she's cheating with another person, either online or in person in the Philippines. It's well known that some Filipinas who may be in a long-distance relationship with a foreign man may also have a boyfriend locally. This way, in her eyes, she gets the best of both worlds. A man to send her money and take care of her financially, and a man to meet her physical needs of affection. When she does go off the grid, so to speak, for a few weeks at a time, she may try and give you different reasons why, but don't be played for a fool here, as there's only one reason why a Filipina would do such a thing, short of being stuck in the middle of a typhoon. Red flag number 5 is when the sweet talk starts to wear off after a short period of time. She may no longer say that she loves you or how much you mean to her. Now this is especially so in the first 6 months of a relationship. You can be very sure that when a Filipina stops being sweet to you and saying sweet things, or that she stops sharing intimate details with you, or just plainly doesn't want any type of intimacy with you, then yes, most certainly she has someone else to meet all of these needs. Red flag number 6 is when your Filipina may become very defensive, especially when you may say to her about someone else that you know who got caught cheating. She will either go ultra quiet and she won't be able to look you in the face, or she may defend the person in some way who was cheating. They do this because in their mind, they're trying to defend their own actions of cheating and dishonesty. Red flag number 7 is when your Filipina may start turning rather hostile with you. This red flag is most likely one of the ultimate signs that she's cheating on you. Now we all know that conflicts happen in any relationship, but becoming rather hostile and maybe even abusive is never okay. And one must know that cheaters often become rather hostile towards their partner in order to hold on to their cheating ways. Red flag number 8 is when she changes her usual schedule at the last minute. If she's always cancelling your video chats because a family member needs her, or that she says she has to work late, then alarm bells should start to ring. Especially if she's never worked late before and suddenly it's becoming a regular thing, then this has cheating written all over it. One must know that work and family are two of the most common reasons used for a cheater's alibi. But be sure not to think that they're cheating just if it happens once or twice. But if you see a pattern emerging where these things are becoming more regular, then you certainly know what's going on here. Red flag number 9 is when she shuts you out of her personal life. Most Filipinas will love to show you off to their family and friends. They'll be proud to have a foreign boyfriend, and yes, they'll want everyone to know it. But if she's keeping you for any reason to speaking with or doing a video call with her family members, then know that something is rather fishy here. She may say that the family doesn't speak English or very good English. But even so, many family members will be very curious, and they'll at least come to see you on the video call and give you a wave and a smile. If you've been dating for several months and you still haven't been introduced or chatted with any family members, then be very sure that she may already have another boyfriend or she isn't really into you. Red flag number 10 is when you start to notice that she suddenly has a nice expensive iPhone, or she may be wearing nice gold jewellery or more expensive clothes. Especially when you may not be sending her money or just a little bit of money, and you know she doesn't have a job at all or a job that may not pay so well. Be observant to such things, and if they don't add up, then she must be getting the money from someone else, most likely another man or men locally and or abroad. If you're looking for more valuable free information and tips around dating a Filipina, then be sure to check out the comprehensive playlist on screen now. And be very sure to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.